He
He
shot
also played in a
often.
worse era,
No, he's played in the best era. So
skill wise.
no, the best era.
He played against plumbers.
Speaking on that, JJ Redick and Stephen Curry look more like plumbers than the guys of the 80s. Healthy debate.
It doesn't matter how they look.
Yes, it
It
does.
matters how they play.
Yes, it does. That they look like plumbers because it's a softer style now.
You could say that, but you could also say it's more skill.
Is it skill?
You know we stay swishing, 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 swishing. Rise up, stay swishing, 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 swishing. Willing every jumper with a flick of wrist. Never a doubt, a fear of miss. Anyone sleeping on my shots get fits. Cause every shot through nets, through rips. Cards, hearts, darts, rewards, smarts, sharks.
Hello, fair folks. Welcome to another episode of Dime and Mr. Release here. This is episode 13 coming to you live. Just kidding, we're not live. How you doing
Definitely
though?
alive. So basketball's not quite started yet, but
Yeah. Yeah, it's not.
some would say training camp is almost underway.
Just a few weeks. The end of September into October. We're gonna see some preseasons in October and then right to the games. It comes quick.
Hmm. I mean, there's always basketball on anyway. Like you got WNBA, you got
Her.
some G League games, I believe, or like I don't know if they're reruns or not, but
They're, they're reruns. G
you
League
got the
doesn't play
overseas league
too small.
that needs to come to
Israel.
the US. I'm seeing a lot of ex-NBA players sign overseas, like a couple recently got signed over the weekend. Who was it? I can't recall their names, but
Fournier went to Panthiakos. That's one guy who did since we last did this.
there was another one. I can't remember who it was. I want to say it was a guard. Oh well. Um, so yeah, you got that going on. You got football that just started. Um,
Josh Allen is the best quarterback alive.
you got baseball, but
The Mets are thriving.
we're all waiting for the release of the NBA season.
Is that another pun with my name?
I figured I would dime that up.
Stop using puns. You're not punny.
They call me the stew of the NBA.
Relax.
If you
Stop.
know, you know.
Stop. You're not. Sorry, should we get right into what we're doing today then?
Um, 2K stream.
Psych. Today we are doing a special one-on-one debate.
Is it really a debate if I already won it?
Relax. Our first topic, I'll start this off. Today, we're going to discuss which era was the greatest era of basketball. In my humble opinion of decades of knowledge, as opposed to a
Wait,
very,
you got to define greatest era.
you don't have to define greatest. It is what it is.
Are
People
you
know what
saying,
people know what greatest means.
are you saying type of basketball? Are you saying popularity? Are you saying skill?
I'm saying everything. The greatest ever. People know what that means. All right, so right into it. Um, So my humble opinion, decades of watching and studying the game, unlike a certain person on the stream, I have the vast knowledge to assimilate everything I've seen through decades. And because of this, I could simply say that the best time of basketball was the period of the late 80s to the late 90s, a 10-year run.
That's the greatest era.
Of basketball history. Absolutely. You had some of the legendary Hall of Famers that there'll never be another one of. Michael Jordan. You had Larry Bird in there, Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, Charles Barkley, the round mound of rebound. You had several guys like John Stockton, Karl Malone that never won anything, but elite, some of the best 1-2 punches in the world. And then you also had Allen Iverson come into the game, Jason Kidd, Steve Nash. I mean, I could keep going all this day about like how many great legendary
Wait, you
Hall of
said the
Famers.
80s to the 90s.
Late 80s to late 90s, 10-year run. So I'm basically saying the 90s, I guess, with some years of the 80s. Technically, that's the same era.
Wasn't Jason Kidd drafted in 97 or 96?
Yeah, 96.
So you're counting him?
Yeah, he came into the league, I said. Think about what I'm saying. I said the stars were aligned with Jordan, Johnson, Bird, but guys came into the league during that time as well that would have lasting impact on the game. Kobe came into the game around
Yeah,
that
let's go
time.
right into that because that's my favorite era is the 2000s to the 2010s where you have Kobe, LeBron, you got all these guys in their prime, you got Dwight Howard, Carmelo, Allen Iverson's end of his career pretty much. You got who
When did
else?
he start though?
For who?
A lot of these guys started in the 90s that you're mentioning, besides LeBron.
That
So
doesn't matter.
you're basically saying LeBron is better.
No, I'm saying that the talent you're alluding to,
No,
you're alluding
that's
to
what
the
you're saying.
talent that was in the league. I'm just saying there was even more like later on.
Okay, I didn't name every single player. Also, the game, you didn't even let me finish my points. The game during that time was more defense oriented. You could hand check back then. Hard fouls weren't called as tightly, especially during the playoffs. There was often fights, and people were not like kicked out of the league for it, or blackballed,
Canceled.
aka Pat Bev. Um, but also the fact remains that it was very competitive. Um, Michael Jordan, the greatest player of all time, of course, came from that era and he dominated the league. When he was out of the league, that was the only 2 years the Rockets ever won. So what I'm alluding to, if Jordan played, the Rockets would have 0 still. That was simply because the Bulls were unstoppable during the 90s there. From 91, 93, they won 3 in a row. Jordan takes 2-year hiatus, basically, comes back, wins 3 in a row again, retires again, and so on and so forth. But I mean, simply stated that there was a lot of talent in the league, despite what you're saying here, because
Was
guys,
Jordan the first ever to do load management?
no, that's not load management because he played baseball. Say less.
Baseball's not very physical.
There's 162 games.
He'd even
Where's the load? Where's the load management?
he'd even make the
Where's
league.
the load management?
He'd even make the league.
He was in AAA.
That's not the league. How many
He
games are there
played
in
spring
AAA?
training. 100 something. Again, more than the NBA. Say less.
I bet he was an outfielder.
No comment.
They don't do anything.
They
They
do a
just
lot of
stand
stuff.
there.
No, they make plays. They have to run to the track. They have to throw balls in.
Occasionally.
No, a
If
lot.
it gets that far in AAA.
Yeah, it does a lot. It's triple A, not single A. Relax. And he was
He
on the
really left the top league to join the bottom league.
no, he was in the triple A, not single A. So triple A, Birmingham, Barons, he was number
Here's
45.
your goat playing in the AAA.
Like to see LeBron play another sport.
I'm pretty sure he could play football. A lot of football
No,
players
he's a
said it.
wuss. He cries. That's another thing. Guys didn't cry to the refs every single play when someone touched them. Mind you, touched. Not fouled hard. Touched. Touch fouls. Where's my foul? When? When? When?
There's
I
a
call
difference
myself
in
the king. You're
there's a
supposed to
difference
know.
in complaining and being tough.
Jordan is the toughest of all.
Excuse me. There's tougher people than Jordan.
Like,
Ben Wallace.
a guy who didn't take shots?
You said tough.
Yeah. Tough is guy who could score over 3 people. Jordan. One of the
Oh.
elite finishers of all time
Allen
at the
Iverson,
rim.
Kobe,
No, at the rim.
Iverson.
No. At the rim. How many times was Iverson dunking on people?
That's even
I
harder
like
to
to I
do.
like for you to produce clips of that.
All right, so Gerald Green dunked on people. What are you trying to get at?
I'm not saying one. He would get doubled and tripled. Say less. He literally flew through the air. I don't think there was anything like that before that. Maybe Dr. J.
I mean, there's plenty of guys that do that.
Not really.
In today's league, you see people dunking from the free throw line a lot.
That's another thing. That era, people didn't duck out of the dunk contest.
So, what's so?
Where's LeBron?
What does it matter?
All right, produce your argument for that era.
Well, you're going off talent. I was just saying that the 2000s to 2010 was more talented.
How so?
If we're going off skill, it's just gonna get better and better every year. Like,
That's not how it works.
obviously,
No, people got more
league
freedom.
today,
That's
there's a
no,
lot
no,
more skill,
no, there's more freedom. Say the right words.
freedom and skill.
Coaches would yell at centers if they took 3-pointers. Back in my era, I'm discussing here. So if
Because
you
they
want to
couldn't
talk,
shoot it.
no, everyone could shoot.
Well, I think your argument is more
I think my
inclined.
argument is more inclined to geniusosity and actual watching games back then.
Your argument is to put Jordan on a pedestal and
No, it's not.
shame LeBron. You
No,
already know.
it's the whole game that was better, not just him. Why is the ratings going down?
People don't watch TV as much anymore.
No, I said why is the NBA ratings going down?
People don't watch TV as much.
That includes League Pass.
They don't
Why is
have
the
money.
ratings going down?
They don't have money
No,
for
why is the
League Pass.
why is the NBA finals ratings going down?
Because you had franchises that no one cared about in the finals.
Oh, so no one cares about the Celtics.
I mean, you didn't
This was
care
one
about
of the
them.
fair point.
I don't think everyone knew the Celtics were winning. That's why it went down.
All right, but it's also the lowest it's been since 2007.
Because everyone knew the Celtics were winning once they got past who they needed to. And made the
Oh.
easiest road to the finals.
So the Jokic finals was better.
I mean, that's another franchise that no one really cared about. The Nuggets.
But the Jokic finals was better though, ratings wise.
I know because they didn't know who was going to win.
I think everyone knew.
No, they didn't. No one
I
thought
did.
the Nuggets could actually do it till they did
I
it.
did.
You're not everyone.
Exactly.
You should have bet on
That's
the
more
game.
more evidence.
You should have bet.
Healthy debate. Speaking uncanceled. All right. So that was the first topic. Do you feel like you've won your argument?
I feel like I had a pretty good case. I'll leave it up to the comments.
Do you have any additional points? Because it was kind of dull.
I mean, I don't have to say anything. Obviously,
Because it's all right. You already know the truth then, secretly.
skill wise, it's only to get better, like I said.
No, it's not skill. It's
Let
freedom.
me finish. Skill wise, everyone is learning new tricks. The trainers are getting smarter. The players are getting smarter.
No, so
Kids are
here's
getting
my.
smarter.
All
Hey,
right.
I'm not done. Healthy debate.
All right. So you're done with your
No,
argument.
I'm still not
Why'd
done.
you say healthy debate then?
Okay, so skill wise, today is better, but player wise, the 2000s to 2010s, I believe, was the most talented NBA, and there wasn't as much stacking teams going on until LeBron did it.
All right. So here's my theory. You put any athlete in any era, they adjust to whatever they have to do to make the league because it is in their genes and in their mindsets how they got there. So if they adjust to today's style, they would be having a lot of the same skills that you're claiming got better.
So
So the argument is if the defense is harder back then,
wait,
doesn't that make the
counter
league better?
argument. Darko Milicic.
Yeah, that's your
Everyone said he was going to be great. Doesn't great players adapt?
no one said he was great.
He was supposed to be.
Nah, the Pistons didn't want to draft Melo. That's what happened. 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. Shout out.
But yeah, you think it's the 90s to the 2000s, right?
No, I said late 80s to late 90s.
You got to put years to that. 88 to 98.
Basically.
That means you're only including the 1 year of kid.
Two, 96.
Quick math. And
Relax.
also, Kobe was drafted in.
Same year, 96. I said they came into the league. That was the draft, 96.
That doesn't
It was
count
not.
for anything.
I just said they came into the league. I didn't
Kobe
say
was
that's. No,
not
that's
as
not
good
what.
back then
Pat,
in that
that's not.
year.
No, that's not what I said. I said they came into the league, not that they dominated that year.
That's like a footnote. That doesn't even matter.
Exactly, because I have so much to stand on with all the Hall of Famers. I mean, Hakeem Olajuwon. We
All
could
right,
talk
name the
about.
top 5 best players all time. Go.
You're gonna put me on the spot.
I already know who
Jordan.
you're.
Jordan, Kobe Bryant. I forgot my list. I made it a while ago.
Pretty sure you had Larry Bird and Magic Johnson on there.
Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Wilt Chamberlain. Elite.
That was a terrible top 5.
No, that's actually a real honest top five. People who watch different decades instead of sticking to one.
I don't really agree with your little rankings there.
How many 80s games have you watched full game?
Full game?
Full game 80s games.
What does it matter?
All right, you just expose yourself. There we go. That's all I needed. I don't have to say anything else about that. All right. So next topic, you want to bring one up?
Um, hmm. What are you referring to?
A debate.
What's there to debate?
What else do you want to debate?
Um,
We did eras.
I don't
Or
know.
do you want to state your top five? Let's debate that.
That's not important right now.
State your top five.
LeBron,
Wrong.
Jordan, Kobe.
Don't even have a 4 and 5 ready.
I wasn't prepared. I'm thinking. I honestly don't even care about the next two because the top three are just that much better
Because he
than the
doesn't
others.
watch enough basketball to know the history. All right.
I'm gonna put Wilt number 4 and number 5.
I'm anxious. Ah,
Bill Russell.
all right. Well, that's kind of like really dumb.
What's so dumb about it?
You left off Magic.
So,
All right. I got another topic then because we talked about this yesterday. Um, so just because in the 80s people didn't really like hoist up threes, you told me Magic Johnson was a bad shooter.
yeah.
Would you say that's what caused him out of your top five?
Um, no, he's somewhere in the top 10.
I said top five.
He's somewhere in the top 10.
Is that why he's not number five for you?
He just
Bill Russell couldn't shoot. He couldn't shoot free throws.
he didn't win as much as
Bill
him.
Russell, no, he won a lot though.
He didn't win as much as him. That's my point.
I'm pretty sure Magic Johnson won more than LeBron. So, am I accurate?
Maybe. What are you getting at?
Well, I'm saying if
Every
Magic,
list is different.
I'm saying Magic Johnson is by far better than LeBron James. Healthy debate.
That makes no sense.
You heard my top five.
I don't understand any of it.
Why don't you understand? Because LeBron emulated Magic Johnson. He was the first to be a 6'9" guy who is playing the point, running the ball up. Showtime Lakers, they called it, because it was a fast-paced style, even though he's 6'9" playing point guard. He was able to get into the paint very well. Solid passer, averaged 11 assists for his career. A lot of great years. He made his free throws. He
He
shot
also played in a
often.
worse era,
No, he's played in the best era.
skill
So
wise.
no, the best era.
He played against plumbers.
Speaking on that, JJ Redick and Stephen Curry look more like plumbers than the guys in the 80s. Healthy debate.
It doesn't matter how they look.
Yes, it does.
It matters how they play.
Yes, it does. That they look like plumbers because it's a softer style now.
You could say that, but you could also say it's more skill.
Is it skill?
When you have handles like that, yeah.
No. What takes more skill? Playing with a packed paint and still scoring in there? Or someone standing outside the 3-point line where it's almost impossible to defend? Especially on a fast break. Say less.
I'm just baffled.
What takes more skill?
I'm just baffled.
What takes more skill?
You literally stand at the 3-point line when we play in real life. What takes more skill? Being the playmaker or just sitting there?
Not very good at playmaking either, so say less. Healthy debate.
What takes more skill? You literally do what Steph Curry does, except he moves way more off ball.
You haven't seen me in enough games.
You don't move off ball like he does. He runs around screens and
All right, but I also don't play like a lot, so
so you're saying what takes more skill? Obviously
no.
shooting at the clip that he does, it's pretty hard to do and replicate, or else more people would do
I
it.
beg to differ. A lot of people do it nowadays.
Not at the same level.
Damian Lillard,
Not at the same level.
he does.
No, that's why he's not gonna surpass him in threes made.
Beg to differ.
He's not. He's already pretty bad. And he
All
has to
right.
play behind Giannis now, which is even worse.
Okay, well, I
Come
have
on,
this.
Lions! Come on, Lions!
No free ads.
I'm not
Just kidding.
advertising.
All right. What's our next debate?
Um,
Not really much there.
I mean, I already won back-to-back debates. I think you could probably stop there.
You didn't win anything yet.
In my head, I did.
All right. So we went over eras, top fives, um,
I got one.
skills.
Let's talk about Rico Hines runs.
Rather not.
Should they be televised?
Makes no difference to me. It's practice.
Should practices be televised?
Absolutely not.
Why not? I feel like I guess it would give away the plays.
Exactly.
You could do that off camera though, like I don't know.
I don't see any advantage to it for players.
Hmm.
It only helps whoever's running it.
Do you think the G League should start later on in the season and go through the summer?
No,
Or would that not work with the front
that
office?
makes no sense.
Would that not work with free agency and all that?
That makes absolutely no sense. The whole point is to run coincide with the NBA, similar to like baseball has a minor league system. That's how it's supposed to work. That
Hmm.
way, if you need someone, they're already in shape and ready.
The NBA
Although
the
the
NBA
NBA
plays
minor league is horrible.
the NBA preseason plays against overseas teams, right? Do you
Yeah,
think
some teams do.
do you think we could all form together and tell the NBA to play against Tel Aviv? That'd
That
be
would be interesting.
quality content.
And when you say Tel Aviv, make sure you say Hapoel or whatever, because there's like a bunch of Tel Avivs. It's big.
Hopeful Tel Aviv.
Yeah. So in other words, wherever Pat Bev's playing.
That'd be insane content.
I would watch
Imagine
it.
Pat Bev leading a team.
Imagine they won.
Speaking of that, he went on the waves of the air saying
Airwaves.
the media is lying on his name.
Ah, so speaking of that, I believe that's probably true because people like to create headlines in the media. So my healthy debate is often people go against people they don't like, including the propaganda I saw yesterday. One Julius Randle was um stated that he had no jerseys in the Knicks MSG store. Um, the only evidence they showed was one section of this big store. So I knew right away it was fake.
Yeah, I mean,
But it was obvious propaganda to try to get hate going
he
because
obviously had
they hear
jerseys.
the Knicks are coming up on the rise and they don't
Yeah,
like us.
he obviously had jerseys in the arena, but it was on the discount rack.
They were not. Same price. You're
Same
forgetting
like
who James.
last
No,
year when he was hurt, when he was on the discount rack.
no, he wasn't. You're forgetting who James Dolan is.
Mr. Discount.
No, he doesn't discount. Not for fans. Look at the ticket prices. You think there's going to be a discount on a jersey? Get out. You might as well stop. Stop
think
there. They don't do no substitutions.
I don't think they do any discounts in the arena. Maybe like in different stores out of the arena.
Yeah, off brands.
Have you ever went into an arena and saw a discounted jersey?
Billy,
No.
New Jersey.
New Jersey what?
Nets.
They don't
No one
play
likes them.
they don't play in
When
New
they
Jersey.
play, no, when they played there.
Hmm.
No, but healthy debate, the media is all about propaganda and attention.
Uh we got about 8 minutes if you want to wrap something up.
8 minutes is plenty of time for stuff.
It's not when you have to make sure this video saves.
All right, so give it 5 minutes. But anyway, yeah. So like I was saying before, you rudely interrupted my healthy debate. The media only cares about propaganda and attention.
I mean, they got what they wanted because Pat Bev messaged the guy that said some false things and said he's going to give him the box score every game. So, I mean, now he's got an insider source from the direct source. Now he's getting box scores every game. So, by him lying on Pat
Damn
Bev,
it, you're supposed to disagree.
there's nothing to
debate.
disagree.
All right, it's not a debate. All right, it's good idea there, at least to discuss that because it is relevant. Other words, this rest of the week, how else has the NBA been impacted our lives?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just hoping for the season to start already and me to return to fantasy basketball greatness,
What greatness?
being of the first in the league every year.
Burst out in the playoffs, you mean?
No, I wasn't first out.
Well, you certainly didn't win the league despite your claims of being first.
What kind of jersey do you have on? he, he was caught. He's switching.
No, it's a Mariners jersey.
Seattle Mariners.
It's Ken Griffey.
He'll wear anything but a Mets jersey.
I got two of them.
Oh my god.
No, the Mets are on fire. Don't talk about me like that.
Oh my. What was the other? You had the White Sox, now the Mariners. Like, when are you gonna wear a Mets thing?
The problem is I have Syndergaard, who betrayed us, and then I have Piazza, which is way too small on me. So that's the problem.
You could at least hang one up behind you.
I mean, this is the Mets blanket.
OGs will remember we had that laid out for the pod.
Yeah, it's always near me somewhere, as long as I'm here.
You don't remember the blanket on the
That's what I'm saying. It's always near me. Anyway, it's been a hell of a week. Hope you all tune into some football. Get primed up. for your basketball.
Lions. Lions.
Lions! All right. That's a prelude to something we're going to do later when the NBA starts. No free ads.
Oh, what an interesting pod. All right.
So let's end us all. Send it off with a song. Who's the source?
Best known receiver.
Stop it. Who's the source? Supposed to answer. Who's the source?
I'm the best known receiver.
Stop stealing my lines. I'm the best known receiver on the team. I'm the best known receiver on the team. And Lucas drops all the passes. Just kidding. We don't play football, really.
All right, guys. Diamond release. Like and subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe.
Let us know who won in the comments. The debate.
Favorite number.
All right, guys. We'll
2-4.
catch you in the next one.
24 out.